Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. In today's video we are going to be playing with the Crystal Hearts Cosmetics eyeshadow palette, eye and face palette, two of their liquid lipsticks, and at the end we're going to remove the makeup with their makeup melting cream something. I'll let you know all the details as we are doing it. So as you can see, my face currently, the foundation's done. I'm baking right now. The eyebrows are done. I don't have blush on, I don't have highlighter on, and I don't have eyeshadow on because all of that is in there. So without any further ado, let's get right into this video. Okay, so here's the gorgeous package that I have received from Crystal Hearts Cosmetics. By the way, I have a discount code, which I will link below, and also an affiliate link. So if you like what you see in today's video, don't hesitate to check them out and use my code, please. I was waiting for so long to say that. I really was. Alright, so let's open this package. So when you open it, these are the things that they have sent me. So the first thing is the Crystal Hearts Glacial Water Cleansing Sherbet. So this is to remove face, eye and lip makeup. So we are going to try this as we finish our makeup to see if it works or not. Then we have two of the Crystal Hearts liquid matte lipsticks. So one is in the shade Rose and one is in the shade Alani. And then last but not least, we have the face and eye palette. So this is how the packaging looks like. So this is the Crystal Hearts Deja Vu Eye and Cheek palette. This is how the palette looks like. It is made in the USA and it's cruelty free, which is a great thing. This is how the packaging of the palette looks like, the inside packaging. It has like a skin, like snake skin texture. It is actually textured so you can feel it when you touch it with your finger. And once you open it, you get your protective plastic, you get a nice big mirror, and this is how the palette looks like. So we have 4 face products, we have a blush, and I presume these 3 are highlighters. Then we have a row of matte shadows and a row of shimmer shadows. So you get 10 shadows plus 4 face products. So what I wanted to do in today's video is to do a little tutorial for beginners, because we are not all pros at makeup, including me. So I just wanted to do something nice, simple and easy that hopefully anybody can do. And let's use the blush. So the blush in this palette, it's called Light Rose, and it's right over here. Looks like a beautiful sparkly blush, not overly sparkly. Let me swatch it for you here. Nice and pigmented, so we're gonna go in light-handed on my Morphe favorite blush brush. Oh yeah, that looks lovely. It's not overly sparkly, it's not overly pigmented. It is just nice and a nice rosy blush color. So now let's blend it out. It's a beautiful pink moment, isn't it? I'm loving this. I'm loving this blush color. It's blending out really nicely. It is not overly pigmented where you can't blend it out. But it shows up and it's nice. Let me dust my bake off because that's been sitting there for enough time. Let's move on to the highlights. So we got 3 highlight colors over here. They feel incredibly soft, by the way. So let's swatch the highlight colors. None of them seem shimmery, so I guess we're not gonna have a shimmery highlight today. So I'm just gonna grab my Anastasia A23 highlighting brush, and I guess I'm gonna go into Crystal Moonlight over here. So I'm just gonna dip into that, tap the excess off, and do my highlight as I would usually do. I mean, it looks shimmery on the skin, not too shimmery, but showing up a little bit. So my opinion on this highlight is, if you are a person that doesn't like shimmery and blinding highlights, you're gonna love this, because it is not overly sparkly. And it highlights, it does highlight as you can see, but if this is not your preference, if you like a blinding highlight, you're not gonna like this. So now the face is done. I like the blush a lot. It looks really nice, very nice. And the highlight is just not for me, but doesn't mean it's bad by any means. So now let's move on to the eyeshadow part. So now I'm gonna grab my Real Techniques flat fluffy brush, and I'm gonna dip into the shade Silk over here, which is the highlight shade, but I'm gonna use it to further set my eyeshadow primer, so everything else blends better on top of it. So I'm just gonna take Silk and just pat it in. You could actually take any of the 3 highlighting shades and do this with them, because they are all pretty flesh tone. That's why I'm saying it looks nice, but it's not a blinding highlight, it's a matte highlight, which I never was into for some reason. I always wanted to shine bright like a diamond. On to the eyeshadows. So this is the selection of matte shades we have. I think we have everything here what we could need. We have a transition color, we have a warm transition color, we have a cool darker brown, we have a burgundy color, so you have everything what you could need. So what am I gonna do is I'm gonna start with the shade Dorado, put in my crease on a soft tone Makeup Geek brush, tap the excess off, and just put this in my crease, and let's see how these blend and how they perform. I'm just building the shade up right now. It blends really nicely, it applies well. It's a very, very good basic transition color. I am going to go into the shade Smoky Quartz. That is right under it, using the same brush, and we are just going to lightly tap into it and intensify the crease. So always start with a light color and go darker as it goes. Okay, so this looks nice and blended. I like the shade as well. And now we're gonna top it off with the shade Burgundy. So I'm gonna switch brushes for this one, and I am going to use the Morphe E13 brush and take the shade Burgundy on it. So I'm just gonna tap it on and tap it off. I'm gonna place the shade into the outer corner. Let me get my mirror closer because I can't see anything. Into the outer corner and pat it into the crease as well. Just halfway to the eye. Yeah, just like that. And now with the remaining product on the brush, we're just gonna start in the outer corner and drag it into the inner corner. So we are going to blend them together. The reason why we started and concentrated on this end is because we didn't want an overwhelming amount of product getting into the inner corner. We always want it darker on the outer edge than the inner corner. Taking a clean crease shadow brush from Sephora, we're just gonna blend the edges. So they are nice and smooth and there is no transition. Also, I like to blend out this bit. For some reason, I just prefer how it looks like. Now, onto the first brush that we have used, the dome brush. I'm going to intensify the crease a bit more because I don't feel it's enough at the moment. So I'm going to use the shade Jet Nut over here, just lightly tapping in, just lightly starting at the outer edge, just very, very lightly, because we don't know how pigmented this is and we don't want it all over the place. Okay, that's what I was talking about. Start at the outer edge and then slowly drag it over into the inner corner. And now taking that clean brush again, putting a bit of Dorado on it and going over the crease again, so just like that. Okay, and that's our crease done. I'm happy with it. So, as you can see, the shadows blend very nicely, they're pigmented. And now taking the Morphe B83, just a tiny little brush, I'm gonna take the shade Crystal Moonlight that we have used as our highlight, and I'm gonna put it under the brow bone, just to highlight and give the look a bit more dimension. And then immediately after that, with that clean Sephora brush, just blend those two together, just a little bit. That's our crease done. Now for the eyelid part of it. So taking the same tiny little brush that we just highlighted our eyebrows with, we are going to go into the shade Smoked Topaz. This looks like a very nice lid color. So I'm just gonna grab that on my little brush. And I'm gonna place this right where these two meet. So just to the middle of my eyelid. Oh, that's nice and sparkly. Onto the other side of the brush, we are going to take the shade Burgundy again and intensify this outer edge, because due to all the blending, it got a bit, you know, all over the place. It got de-intensified, is that the right word? I think so. So we are doing just that. Get a bit closer to the inner corner. Yeah. And now taking another brush, which is going to be the Real Techniques shading brush, and I am going to dip into the shade Sage on the top. So I'm going to dip into this shade over here and put that in the inner corner. So put that into the inner corner. Now grabbing more of the Smoked Topaz, we're just gonna get these two to work together. Yeah. You can see I'm tapping on, not swiping on, because when you tap, you get more pigment payout out of your shadows. It's a bit more tedious, but it works. Onto the same shader brush, we are going to dip into Burgundy once again, just on the tip of the brush, and drag it onto our lower lash line. Time for a little eyeliner, so I am going to use the Dermacol Precise Black Eyeliner and do a little wingy wink, do my other eye, put some lashes on, and I'll be right back to try the lipsticks on with you. Okay guys, so the lashes are on now. As you can see, the look is finished on both eyes. I am really happy with it, I really like it. The shadows are really user-friendly. They are very easy to work with, they are very blendable, and I have enjoyed it. So far I have enjoyed every single thing except the highlight. I would like a more prominent highlight. Now let's see what's the tea on the lipsticks. So these are the liquid lipsticks. This is the packaging. Now I'm unboxing shade Alani. This is the component. As you can see, very nice. A nice bottle with the name on the bottom, shade number, blah blah blah. When you open it, this is how the wand looks like. This is a very bright color, isn't it? Scares me. The first one I'm gonna try on is Alani. Let's see how it applies. Oh, this is bright. It has a sweet scent. Okay, so this is Alani applied. It definitely has a more moussey texture, more like velvet texture than a normal liquid lipstick texture. You have to be very careful when you are applying it not to move it around too much, because it tends to get patchy. You have to kind of sort of pat it in. Yeah. 2 coats will probably sort this out without any issues. Now let's have a look at the shade Rose, if it's any different, any better, the same, or not the same. I'm just gonna wipe this off. Let's get into the shade Rose now. I Maybe it's because I can't see and this mirror is too far away from my face, but I think this one is much better. Let me zoom you in. So this is the shade Rose. Not so patchy at all. Beautiful color. Doesn't feel drying, is a bit more liquidy than the other one. So all in all, I really like this one. I like this one much better than the first one. So that was the lipsticks tested out. Now there is only one thing remaining to do, and that is set the face. And now I will be returning when it's time to take this off, and we are gonna demo the last product from Crystal Hearts Cosmetics that I will send, which is the Glacial Water Cleansing Sherbet, which is a mouthful. So we're gonna be reviewing this next. So I'm just gonna show you how that thing looks like in its package. Beautiful packaging. Logo on the top. Open it, take this thing off. It smells lovely. It's just like a gel cleanser. What am I talking about? So yeah, when it's time to take this off, we're gonna try that out. So for now, I'll go enjoy this makeup and see how long it lasts on my face. How about that? I'll see you in a bit. Hi guys, so this is the reality of the situation right now. I'm currently dyeing my hair, so if I look a bit messy, that's why I am messy. So now came the time to test out the last step, which is the Crystal Hearts Glacial Water Cleansing Sherbet. Say that 5 times in a row, please. This product is made in Korea, and it says how to use. Use to remove face, eye and lip makeup. Apply a scoop of cleansing sherbet onto dry face. Gently massage into skin. Rinse with lukewarm water. So I have my little wet cloth here that we're gonna take this off with. And let's get right into this. First things first. Doesn't everybody love to do this? Let me zoom you in. Yep, this is how that looks like, I told you. This contains 30 milliliters of product, 1.08 ounces, and it's made in Korea, as I said before. So let me scoop this up and go to town. Oh wow. It smells really nice. It has a nice clean skincare scent. I always love how I look like after I do this. I usually use the Pixi Duo Double Cleanse, whatever, cleansing balm. And I always feel extremely sexy. So as you can see, that removed my makeup almost completely. So let's wipe this off now. Ew. It works. Girl, it works. Okay, so my makeup is completely off. Except for the under eye bullshit that's always there from the mascara. But yeah, I would call this really successful. So yeah, it works. It smells really nice. You only need a tiny little bit. I just stuck my finger in it just gently, and it worked. So yeah, this concludes my review of the Crystal Hearts Cosmetics. I hope you guys enjoyed. As I said, the brand is really user-friendly. The only things I didn't like were the Alani liquid lipstick, and I didn't like that the highlighter didn't have any shine to it, that it was matte, but that's a personal preference. I think the lipstick shades need some work, but the shade in Rose was amazing. So I think it's just formula and consistency, because this is a brighter shade. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed my little review, tutorial, try on, take my makeup off thing that I made today. Please, if you enjoyed, like, subscribe, comment, let me know what would you like to see next. And I'll see you in the next one. Alright? Cat out!
Sometimes when you're